Hello everyone! It is the very last day of Shorty September. It is the very end. If I can nail this book today, I will have done all 30 days of Shorty September reading a book. Okay. Today's book project is Jacqueline Woodson's Red at the Bone. So I don't fully understand what this one is about. Okay, unfurling the history of Melody's family from the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre to post 9/11 New York. Red at the Bone explored sexual desire, race, class, and the life-altering facts of parenthood. Like, it's all a bit vague, isn't it? Like, I'm not really sure what that's actually about, but I've heard it's really good. So that's today's project. If I'm falling behind, because I do have to go into the office today, if I'm falling behind while I'm there, like I don't have a lot of opportunities to actually physically read the book, I'm gonna get the audiobook and just sort of like make up time in that way, you know? Like I definitely do want to take the text with me anyway because I prefer to sort of read it in this way, but if I'm losing time, I can make it up with the audiobook. Okay, so I'm about halfway through the book at the minute and it's really good. Like, it's weirdly not really about anything. It's like, it's more this girl is like 16 and going through this sort of cotillion type thing to sort of like, you know, become a woman or whatever. And now her and her family are sort of like giving their thoughts about that, her doing that, and also her mother having had her at 16, and like it's just sort of every single chapter is a new person talking about either her 16 now or her mother at 16 or whatever. It's like her grandparents and her parents are talking, and it's like the writing is really good. It's really like poetic and emotional and amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like the plot itself, like there's not a lot happening. It's just sort of recollections and emotion and everything like that. But because it's so gorgeous, it's like it's still really good. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, I love working in the office, and I knew that I did. Like when we first started working from home, like March 2020, like I was really sad about it. Lots of people were like, yeah, I'm loving it, blah, blah, blah. Like if I didn't have childcare issues, like not being able to find childcare and stuff like that, like I would happily work all days in the office. It's just better. It's a better environment. And also I found, I don't know if like you found this as well, maybe, I feel less anxious all the time. I think when you have a place where work is, like when work is a place that's separate from non-work places, when you're in the place, it's work time. And when you're out of the place, it's not work time. And I think working from home gets rid of that distinction. You know, I'm constantly checking my emails and anxious about them. Like an email will come through, and instead of just ignoring that because it's not work time, I'll just have a look at that and then be anxious about it for ages until I just do something about it at 9 p.m. Do you know what I mean? Or I'll be eating lunch and I'll get an email through and I'll need to sort it out right then, even though I'm on lunch, because I feel like, I don't know, when work is an action, then when I'm not doing that action, I'm not working, even though it's in a work day and I'm, you know, taking time, like pooing or eating food, you know, like constantly feeling like by not working, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not like putting in full effort for work. Do you know what I mean? Do you find this? So like when I have a place to go and being in that place equals working, I feel less like I need to constantly be working. Like I can just chat at work, you know, or I can get a coffee, you know, I can go for a wee and completely turn off, completely removing my mind from work while I'm weeing. Do you know what I mean? And my anxiety has completely dropped off in these times that I've been going into the office. Obviously, I had to commute in the rain today, which is something I don't miss about working in the office. But everything else, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like, everyone today, like, chatting with everyone was the best. Like, all of the stories that I've acquired over the year and a half that I've been off, I was telling everyone my stories and everyone was getting an absolute kick, okay, out of my stories. And I was getting their stories and their stories were amazing. I've been missing out on these stories. It's not really something you do on a work call. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm scheduled to work from home tomorrow, and I mean, it's nice-ish, you know, because it's supposed to rain. And also I won't have to like take a lunch or buy a lunch or, you know, remember to bring my sweetener or anything like that. But I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna know that people are in the office at that moment, like having a laugh and like an amazing time. And my anxiety is gonna skyrocket again because I have this problem of like not being able to just turn off at points because like all time is work time. Don't know. How do you feel about this? I feel like I need to talk this through with someone. I already like had a chat with it, like about it with people in the office and everything, and everyone, you know, feels differently about it. Like some people agree with me, some people are like, no, I get like social anxiety, I prefer to be at home, blah, blah, blah. Like, how do you feel? I feel like we need to have like a full discussion about this work from home life versus office living. Also trousers. Trousers are not the way for me. That's something about working from home that is better. But to be honest, I've sort of gotten used to it again. It only takes a minute to get used to jeans again. What a terrible day for tennis.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it not?
You're soaked.
Oh, I reckon.
Really
I reckon.
The rain has slacked off a bit, but like it is still raining, and I like doing tennis in the rain, and there's only like a couple kids here, but I can like see their mums. Like, I'm looking at them like we are of a kind. Like, I can tell that they're exactly like me. Like, we've paid for this session, they haven't cancelled it, we're not getting this money back. You're doing tennis in the rain. Okay, I finished it, Denzo's, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I'm gonna give it, I think, 4 stars. Like, I think I've knocked it down a star mainly because, I don't know, I guess I think I might prefer books where I think when more things actually happen, you know, like even if it's just a bit, like sort of moving from one place to another place, like in the story, you know, in events. But I did still really enjoy this one. Like, the writing was just like really good, and it was just basically this entire book made up of like all of the members of the family like telling us how it is that we got to this point, like sort of jumping around in time. Like the grandmother was talking about how her mother was part of the like Tulsa massacre in the 20s, and they sort of said about how, you know, 9/11 affected them. Like, I do think as well that there's a lot to unpack in it. Like, it's going to take a lot of sort of thinking about you know, what they've said and like how they've said it and how it contributes to sort of the overall feel of the book and everything. And I'm probably going to be thinking about it for the rest of the night. And that I enjoy as well. I really enjoy that the writing was amazing and it makes you think about loads of things. But yeah, 4 stars. Guys, we've reached the end of September. It's the end of Shorty September. I'm so proud of us. These are all the books that I read. This entire massive stack. I read 30 books in September. How nuts is that? Like, looking back on this, I can't believe I've done this to myself, but I'm happy with what we've accomplished. I feel like we should give ourselves applause. Like, overall, like, when you read this many books in a month, like, it's exhausting, but also it introduces you to so many different amazing authors and kinds of books and everything. It's like speeding up your reading life, you know what I mean? So of the ones, like, there's like I think 10 or 11 books here which I have rated 5 stars. All of these ones got my top rating because I loved them so much. And now, you know, there's loads of authors here that have written other stuff that I'm, you know, gonna immediately go look for now. On the flip side, these are the ones that got my lowest rating. And I think, actually, I'm just going to unhaul those straight away. Like, I've got, like, a group of books already that need to go. I'm just going to add those straight to the pile and get rid of them. Like, they weren't terrible, most of them, you know, but they weren't my favourite. I think I might actually unhaul some other ones as well. Like, they were good and everything, but I'm not sure, like, keeping them is doing me any good. Yeah, I'll probably get rid of those ones too. Also, these ones are library books, which can now go back, so I can get new library books. Ugh, it's all kicking off now, guys. New library books. Okay, I think that's it for me. Thank you for watching all of these random, boring, crazy vlogs. And thank you for participating in Shorty September. I definitely 100% think we should do it again next year. I think Bert is amenable to that, so we'll jump on again this time next year, shall we? And as usual, anything you have to say to me, like comments, questions, anything, please let me know. And future videos as well, if you continue on, if you want to keep leaving comments or whatever, that would be absolutely fantastic. I've loved the crap out of this project. I love chatting to everyone, you know, like building up like a community of people who love all the same sort of shit. It's just been luscious shit. I've loved this. Anyway, we'll get the crew to say goodbye, shall we? Say bye, Hank. Bye. Say bye, Maisie. Bye. Bye, everyone. Say bye, Edwin.
Bye.